Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Law Nation got land on the moon for sale. And hey, to the highest bidder, I'm willing to sell to you. Now, the land on the moon is up to you, right? That's what Jerry Wayne Jones loved to do. And so I think that I can do the same, right? Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. My name is Law Nation, LAW Nation. Subscribe to the channel. Help a brother out, right? All right, so Jerry Wayne Jones went on 105.3 The Fan today, and I didn't have time to record the audio, but I do have trusted notes from John Machota, and let me see if I can pull up that information for the nation. Bam, here we go. Here's what Jerry had to say. Basically, Jerry said on 105.3 The Fan, he said, hey, I got into the weeds a little bit on 3 potential trades before the trade deadline, right? That's the land on the moon for sale. There were deals that would have impacted the Cowboys more in the long term than immediately. Remember, we went back and forth and we talked about how the Steelers last year made a move for Minkah Fitzpatrick, meaning that they knew that they was going to win the Super Bowl that year, but that was more so for a move for this year. That's why they undefeated, right? They shore up the defense. They had issues in the secondary. Front four was pretty good, but they needed some help in the secondary. So they said, okay, we give up some real estate or some capital so that we can get this guy, Minkah Fitz. So that was more so of a deal for the future, not for that particular moment, right? Then it goes on to say right here, 2 were about trading players away. We don't know who the players are. It's the mystery. You guys can comment down below who the players you guys think that they was going to trade away. And 1 was about bringing a player in. They trying to bring a player in, right? We hear this over and over and over and over again. Cowboys don't know how to close a deal with Jerry Wayne. News flash. I recall going back to the earlier part of this year, and they said, hey, we had a deal on the table for Dak Prescott. Oh, God dog it, the time ran out, right? It seems as if though somebody is sleeping behind the wheel. It seems as if though something is going on with the Joneses as it relates to time, as it relates to being able to close a deal and trying to add a little extra to it. And I love Jerry Wayne Jones, the owner, but the GM or the guy that handling deals and these sorts of things, they keep dropping the ball. They keep not getting deals done. It could be a situation where they want to hold on to a player. And I can make speculation. Maybe the deal was about Michael Gallup. Maybe it was about him. Maybe it was about an outlandish situation with Sid Dangerous Lamb. Maybe it could have been one of those things. Speculation for the nation. Maybe it could have been about, who else would have been tradable in a sense? Zach Martin. Maybe it was about him. Maybe they thought about bringing in Quentin Williams, right? But this is what the Joneses do. And I'm not saying trade CeeDee Lamb for those who out there who have listening right now. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is collectively speaking. Now, if it was about Xavier Woods or if it was about any of those defensive backs like a Jordan Lewis, then I'm going to say, hey, Cowboy Nation, what are you doing? But we would never know, right? We would flat out never, ever know. So that is what the Joneses always do. They always got this angle where they selling us stuff and they can't close the deal. Let me repeat, they can't close the deal. And if so happen they do, it's over deal. The deal is overly sold, right? Or if it's something for peanuts like the Jahad Ward or what have you, or if it's like something else that we'd made an acquisition on and the player no longer on this team, it's always something where we get the short end of the stick. Now, trust me, I like the Amari Cooper situation, but that was not until like the earth was scorched fire and we was talking about, hey, if they didn't make that move for Amari Cooper, I think that you would have been a year earlier of getting Jason Garrett gone, right? Dak Prescott would have been already out of the situation, not even thinking about re-signing him, right? So all of those things, all of those things happen right in the snap of a finger, right? The Jones is holding on to the situation too long, not being able to be willers and dealers. Shout out to 105.3 The Fan for that interview. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to listen to the interview all the way, but check out John Machota Twitter page and let's look into some more of what he had to say about this beautiful team. And John Machota, like I said, he's a dog out here. Here's the thing that scratches my mind. It says here at the top, Cowboys cornerback basically Cheeto Awuzie hamstring. You guys, listen, take notes on the hamstring part. He says that basically he have not played since week 2, right? And he's scheduled to return to practice, but still, hey, he's not really not sure that they're going to play this Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, that's a long time, Cowboy Nation. That's a long time for your mind. So when I go down to this list right here, and I say, well, it seems as if, though, right here, Mike McCarthy, Ezekiel Elliott hamstring is feeling better today. He has been limited in practice this week, and Ezekiel Elliott is still expected to play this Sunday against the Steelers. Okay, I can see that, and this is another sales job. Of course, you don't want to tip the hand over to the Steelers right now and say, okay, Ezekiel Elliott will not play. But if he had not played or he was limited all week and all of a sudden he's going to be ready, hamstrings don't work that way, fam. If you got a sore or pulled hamstring or slightly pulled hamstring, you do not want to press it. And that brother going to be out for 4 or 5 weeks if they pressing this guy to get out there on the field. In a meaningless game, basically, because we know the Steelers finna show us everything they got. And there's more bad tape on Ezekiel Elliott, and there's more people to say, hey, look at Ezekiel Elliott. I think he's been battling through a nagging injury since week 1 or week 2, to be honest with you all. I don't see the burst. I don't see the explosion. And I know people go back and forth and say, well, it's the offensive line. Well, God dog it, after the offensive line, when you're out in open space, I want to see a little burst, at least see something. I digress. I think that Ezekiel Elliott is still a good player. And I think that if we can get things going in the right direction and stop selling the water, give the brother a little bit more room, give the brother a little bit more time, split this thing, let it be a true split back situation instead of Ezekiel Elliott being the bell cow, being the end all be all. I know, I get it, I feel it. The guy getting paid $90 million. But right now, at this point, Cowboy Nation, if they're serious about this situation, if they're serious about the career path of Ezekiel Elliott, we should have been seeing a little bit more sprinkles of Rico, the other little scat back or whatever he is on this team. We should see a little bit more of him. Go into this thing like a 3-headed monster. I've seen it happen before. I think the Eagles, the time that they won the Super Bowl, it was a 3-headed monster. The time that not saying that Rico is a monster, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? Even the Patriots, they utilized 3 running backs when they went on a Super Bowl run. And I know that we far away from Super Bowls and Cowboys in the same sentences, right? Nevertheless, I just feel like it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors with the Cowboys. And I feel like it's one of those things. Okay, then they talk about this right here. Let me see. Yeah, he expected Ezekiel Elliott and Alden Smith to play. Yeah, that's what Jerry Jones reiterated what Mike McCarthy said. And over here, it says Mike Nolan. All of these mics, baby. All I need is one mic, right? It goes over here. It says Mike Nolan said they're planning to play Sean Lee more snaps this week. We'll find out whether or not Sean Lee is going to be that guy. I think that he's a great person. I think that he's a wonderful person altogether. I think that the defense plays a little bit more comfortable when he's out there, regardless of the scheme or the schematics. I think that he's a well-rounded guy. Me and Big Game James, before we went live on the play-by-play action, we was having a side conversation of like, hey, how many plays you expecting Sean Lee to get? And he said 7 and I said 3. And literally, I think he had about 3 or 4 plays last week. So maybe he can elevate to 7 plays this week or more, and we'll see what he can do playing through the echoes of the whistle. All I'm saying is, Cowboy Nation, we want more from this team. We demand more from this team. We want We want a level of play where they stop using excuses. All I've seen last year is for the Steelers to have some of the similar situations. Offensive lineman go down, quarterback goes down, wide receiver goes down, and they still figure out a way to win. We can point fingers all day, but at the end of the day, the product is the product. What can you put out there? How can you showcase a level of stability? The last time the Steelers had a losing season was 2003. Let that sink in. And we running around here trying to sell jerseys. That's what it seems like, in my opinion. I could be 1,000,000% wrong. Maybe Jerry Jones thinking that he's doing everything right within the confines of his knowledge of the game, and his son as well. But sometimes I think that they need to just sit back and just hush. Let this thing boil over. Allow football guys to be in here so that we can get football stuff. I can't make this stuff up, Cowboy Nation. Let me know of your thoughts. Let me know how you all feel of Jerry Wayne Jones, and especially about the thoughts of Ezekiel Elliott. Should he play? Should he not play? Should they, put it out there with his hammy? It's crazy. Whereas I guess Ezekiel Elliott got vampire blood and Cheeto Awuzie don't have it because it took him forever to get back. Maybe it was a full pull from Cheeto Awuzie and a slight pull for Ezekiel Elliott. And the thoughts of who they're trying to trade, the two players that they try to get out of the paint and the one guy that they try to bring in. I wonder if our investigator, over there, the media can seep out or give us some of those insights of who the person that they was targeting. That would be nice, right? Y'all get to work over there, media. All right, Cowboy Nation, that's all the time that I have for this beautiful moment. If you like what you heard today, hit that like button, share this content, let a friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and Beyond. My name is Law Nation, LAW Nation. Hit that subscribe button and join the notification squad. And I'm on multiple platforms. Hit me up everywhere. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Let's figure out this thing all the way. There's still a W out there. Who knows? Football is any given Sunday, right? It's a home game. Maybe Gilbert can show us something. Or maybe Cooper Rush can show us something. They better put all three quarterbacks active because we going against a crazy front and a fearsome secondary. It's scary. Let's go. Let's go.